Okay, question. Show of hands, who is excited about the Olympics? The US trials were a few weeks ago, and the opening ceremony is just a few days away. When I think about the Olympics, I think about young people who have had a kind of determination I'm not sure I've ever known. Practicing every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. Some of them move away from their families and schools to work with specific trainers. By the time the Olympics arrive, the average elite athlete will have trained 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, 12 months of the year for an average of 11 years. I didn't do the math myself, but InsideTheGames.com says that that's around 10,000 hours. It takes commitment, perseverance, self-control. Even though I'm not a runner, and even if you aren't a runner, we all just ran marathons. We were on the same track, but we all had different paths, different hurdles to jump. What did your marathon look like? Is anyone willing to call out one of the obstacles on their COVID marathon? Here is what the church's marathon looked like. We closed our doors to in-person worship. We figured out online worship, maybe, kind of. We received supportive emails, which was great, but our hearts wondered what people weren't saying. We felt unprocessed grief. We tried to continue as many ministries as we could sustain. We dreamed up new ones. We wondered if giving would continue. We became videographers. We spent hours looking at blank screens, summoning words for sermons and prayers and time for kids and words for mental health matters. We ached at not being able to visit parishioners in person. We spoke of hope and grace and possibility, and at the same time, we agonized over the safest way to return to in-person worship. Sure, we took a few days off here and there trying to find solid ground to rest on. And then we opened our doors for in-person worship again. We crossed the finish line. We made it. But then, instead of collapsing in a heap, instead of drinking chocolate milk and resting our aching bodies, something else very peculiar happened. An official-looking race organizer slapped another number on our back and pushed us toward another starting line. Wait, what? I thought we were finished with this marathon. I didn't say all of this to prompt pity or compliments. Gosh knows you all have been very supportive. But in the midst of the love, I've come to see that our world doesn't know how to stop running. Consumerism causes people to demand their preferences. Capitalism relies on resisting rest and driving our bodies for the bottom line. These forces celebrate when we ignore what our souls whisper. But ready or not, the second marathon has begun. As the gears come to life in our communities, it feels like we should be done, but we aren't. Grief will continue to be our friend or our enemy. The economy is topsy-turvy and we can't count on things being there when we need them. This is the summer of making up for lost time. This is the summer of memorial services that didn't previously happen. I have a lot of admiration for Olympians, and I will enjoy learning the stories of their dedication and what they had to overcome to reach greatness. But I'm not sure I can keep running. 3 a days may be necessary for gold medals, but what if pushing ourselves isn't a part of our way out? What if we looked at each other and sort of gently nodded and agreed that we'd slow our forced jog and instead start walking? What if we said yes to ideas when they glisten with possibility and no when they sound too heavy? What if we didn't have to have all of the answers? What if we were kinder and gentler? What if we let love surprise us? Wanna join me? I'll be over in the slow walker lane with the crew that laughs and takes a lot of snack breaks. Do you want to stop running and walk this marathon together? Because I know your mental health matters.